All right, it is time for the Disc Golf Valley Daily Challenge, December 2nd, 2025. Today we have Champions Landing MPO, Pioneer Bay, and Downtown. We need -10 for the diamond score. I think that's an eagle on one of the downtown holes there. All right, starting on Champions Landing MPO. Either Rive or Paradigm here. I tend to go Paradigm just to keep it from fading into the trees too early. So slide left, second chevron on the banner there, and kind of a straight pullback, maybe a tiny bit of Anheuser. Yeah, I got too much Anheuser and hit those overhanging trees. Also didn't need the Anheuser. So set ourselves up for a little bit of a difficult birdie here. I like to bend the Explorer in there on this shot. Takes pretty much full power going around the corner like that from 233 forehand. But hopefully we went ahead and saved it here. No shot at the eagle since we didn't get out there in the open. Plenty of you will be making eagle there. 2 par 3s left. I like recoil here. I think a forehand distance driver, well, this is technically a distance driver, like a forehand gold or maybe even Rive would work here. But I've always thrown backhand through this gap. Got to give it a little bit of Anheuser, especially with this right to left pushing wind. But that scoots way up there, almost pin high. That was excessive ground action from the glide windbreak recoil today. And finishing Champions MPO on hole 11. I think just light glide here. I'm going to slide right to give it a little room. Throw it out here to the left and hopefully let the wind hyzer it up. Actually might go, no, got nice ground stoppage there. Instead of ground glide, I thought I might go way past it there, but shouldn't. 39 feet, chevron under the band into that 3 headwind. And less than 40 feet of power for sure. All right, moving on to Pioneer Bay. Just take the Sapphire, aim over here, a little bit of turnover. Not really any specific height on that aim, kind of depends. If there's a 2 headwind, I'll aim a little lower. At 400 feet, I think I'm going to go light glide. Often go glide skip there if we're a little farther away, but since we got way down on the beach, got to 400 feet, light glide is plenty. And the 57-footer coming back. Chevron in the band, maybe a tiny bit low because it's downhill, but better go the 60 feet of power here. Want to hit these wooden baskets on the pole as close to center as possible so they don't deflect off. All right, captain is going to struggle to get there in a slight headwind, so we go second chevron just above this shadow and then give it some hyzer. Did we give it enough today? Last time we had this hole, we didn't, and we kind of hit left down there and got into trouble. Wow, that did not struggle to get there at all. I guess because we got down to the low portion of the landscape there. 37-footer coming back. Pretty square. And finishing on hole 9. Huge tailwind, but yeah. Could almost entertain sticky musket instead, but I think I'll go glide. Normally if we have to give a little bit of hyzer, I think I'm going to turn this over a little bit. Oh, the aim point here is on this section of wall halfway in the middle and at the bottom of these branches. I'm going to give this a little turnover. That appears to be not enough turnover, so now we just hope that it stays in bounds. Maybe some collision to help. It did stay in bounds. We're over here on the left, which we're not usually. So don't really know the shot here. I think light glide should be okay. I hope it gets there. With the tailwind, I think it will. Barely. And we stayed in front of the clay pots in the corner. So chevron under the band here, 25-footer, barely touching this. Right on the pole. Okay, finishing up today on downtown. Hole 4. Tough wind, slide right. Low top chevron over here. Shoot, I should have put a little hyzer on that. Will it stay clean? It did stay clean, so that makes life a lot easier, especially since we got past this bush on our right. It's not simple, but it is easier. I never throw forehand here, but I'm kind of considering it. Will forehand sticky make it? I don't know. Let's find out. It did. Barely. That was the right disc to throw, but and the right shot shape to throw, but I literally I can't remember the last time I ever threw forehand there. Huh. Expanding my game. All right, here's the eagle we need. I'll go light glide off the tee. Forehand, slide left. This light right here between the top and second chevrons, and kind of just a straight pullback. That turned over a lot on me. Guess I should have hyzered a little or gotten better wobble. So we're going to have a long second shot, which if we get safe will leave us a long throw in for that eagle we need. I'm going to go here. Needed to turn that over more. Of course, I was aimed up a little bit because of the nearness of the land. Didn't want to hit the land short. And of course that caused it to hyzer out sooner. So really not a great throw there. Let's see if we can make up for it with a throw in. It is a game of throw ins. So chevron high in the band or a little above the band. This isn't that much uphill. Maybe 190. That might even be too much. Nah, I don't think it is. Got it. Saved the eagle there from the shaky second shot and kind of the, really mediocre first shot. All right, recoil here. Top chevron down on the basket, and then just enough anhyzer to weave it between these two lights. I deserve that after that last hole. Man. Do we have one more save in us today? Chevron just above the band. We got a 2 wind. I'm going to move it just a tiny bit more right. It's going to take 160. And I shouldn't have moved it right. Too much power anyway. Interesting. I think I went with a higher sway there. All right, so we blew it after saving it. Probably all's well that ends well. We probably deserved not to make diamond today, but was hoping we could have pulled it out. Let me know in the comments how you did. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.